Hi, I'm Dan Cunliffe, Managing Director of Pangea, and thanks so much for joining. I'm very, very pleased to be joined today by Andy Harris, Sales Director of Peplink. Andy, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Just really wanted to talk about what it means for Peplink, a hardware provider, a really specialized hardware provider, and what the IoT and the M2M market means for you guys.
I think first of all, you know, the adoption and the spread of IoT is inevitable. We all accept that now. That's beyond doubt. I think where we see our role is an evolving role, and it's supporting both what's required now, but also as we go forward with these bigger rollouts and it becomes more endemic. I think right now where we fit in is in where it's tricky to get connectivity. You know, where the deployment of the sensors within the premise or the building or the vehicle is one thing, but at the end of the day they need to communicate back. So where we see fitting is probably on the WAN side of the gateway that they connect to, and you know where we add value is really in twofold. The first one is, as I say, tricky situations. Now, tricky can be it could be on a vehicle. It could be in a rural environment where you've got to look at different forms of connectivity, cellular, satellite, or whatever. But also,
it's the two things, isn't it? It's really moving and where we can't connect.
Absolutely. But tricky could also be inside an enterprise network. You know, within a building, because they may want to instrument something, but at the same time, there is that whole thing around: is it a risk to put into these devices which can talk out to the internet? We can come in and we can isolate, secure, and provide the connectivity back. So that's the tricky side of it. The other flip side is it's the operational management of that connectivity as well. And that's really where we think people aren't looking quite, because we're still at the early deployment phase. But when you start getting into multiples, into the hundreds and thousands of these readers out there, you've got to know what's happening where to find where you've got issues, and that's where we're incredibly strong with our in-control platform.
And also, if you consider, you know, partners in our ecosystem aren't always going to be proficient to manage everything, but if you make it easy for them with the Peplink and the in-control system, that's, you know, exactly where they want to be.
I mean, that's one of our massive strengths. I mean, you know, there's other solutions out there in the market, but what we find is when people look at ours, it's very intuitive, it's very easy to use. Plus, you know, to be frank as well, there's a huge amount of innovation coming on almost a monthly basis from Peplink that, you know, our solution's only going to get stronger in this space.
So part of really wanting to speak to Andy today was a lot about what does the IoT actually mean for a hardware provider. You know, what is changing, what is making things difficult to do, actually what is making things easier to do. From a, I don't know if you want just from a kind of European perspective, but maybe from a global perspective, what is Peplink's view on the IoT?
It's really simple. I mean, it's a market that we really are, you know, focusing on because it's a connectivity challenge, and that's really where we've come from. And you know, we've been doing different ones of these for years. Really, you know, we've been around for some time. But I think what it does is it drives that need to get a connection from here out, and that's really where we come in. And as IoT is developing and new and really innovative ways of actually deploying it are coming, you know, as we've chatted today, there's always a quite twist or a quirk. And it could be that you need it quickly, it could be that you need it on something that's moving, and that really plays to our existing strength. So, you know, it's not necessarily something that we've specifically designed, it's just we've got this stuff and it works for it now.
I think one of the things that's helped us to kind of grow in our business has been the fact that you can't be everything to everyone, especially in the IoT space. I think you've got to have people who are proficient and, you know, exceptional what they do, what they deliver, whether that's connectivity, devices, solutions, software, analytics. There's a whole bunch of people together, and something that we've worked very hard on is creating this sort of Pangea ecosystem. You know, having the guys from Peplink who are going to be supporting us in various ways sort of moving forward, and then them as well, could be something really, really attractive for our ecosystem. I think I'll wrap it up on that. Really appreciate your time, and thanks very much for watching. Dan Cunliffe, Managing Director of Pangea, joined by Andy Harris, the Sales Director of Peplink. Thanks so much.